Just dial it back a few years to kind of what we inherited here. The former president invested billions of dollars in a border wall that was never going to work or be effective instead of working towards comprehensive immigration reform. As part of the president's proposal he put forward on his first day in office, he proposed investing in smarter security at the border.
Congressman, your reaction to what we witnessed yesterday?
Her statement right there just defies logic. It absolutely defies logic. And all I can tell you is that Specialist Bishop Evans gave his life trying to save his fellow man, and a brave and a very. I'm so proud of him. I know his family is, and I pray for them and his loss. And then Ms. Psaki, I've also heard, if you didn't play this clip, but she said that the National Guardsmen were the responsibility of Texas. They're down there for Texas.
Right.
Yeah.
And as if she had no responsibility for it at all. The administration has all the responsibility. They're accountable for this. Those National Guardsmen, and I'm a former Texas Army National Guardsman myself. They wouldn't have been down at that border had this administration been doing their job, doing their, upholding the law that they're supposed to and their oaths of office. And for her to say something like that is disgusting to me. And this is the very reason why we are writing this letter and letting Secretary Mayorkas know that he can no longer defy court orders, and ignore the law, willfully abuse our, the that he has in upholding his oath of office. And so we're putting him on notice that if he doesn't, we're calling for his removal.
Yeah, sir, he's supposed to testify this Thursday. What do you hope happens during the hearing? What type of questions are you hoping that he'll get?
Well, I'm sure that the Republicans, and I can tell you as the co-chairman of the House Border Security Caucus, I was flabbergasted that just a few weeks ago, Mayorkas came and sat down in our midst. I was incredibly surprised. I admired him for coming. He had the courage to sit in a room full of about 35, 40 hostile, very unhappy Republican members of Congress, and yet we got very little answers from him that were concrete. And we asked him, we told him he needed to resign or secure the border, one of the two. And I assume they're going to be asking him the exact same things. It's not easy to dismantle a secure border. And yet this man and the administration has dismantled our border security. They've erased our border in the span of a few months in his first year in office. And we had, we've had record numbers of illegals come across.
Yeah. And
now he's talking about getting rid of Title 42. We will triple those numbers. We could have 18,000 people.
Well, and Congressman, we don't know where they're going to go. We don't know where they're going to, put them up. Where are they going to sleep? What are they going to eat? 18,000 a day. We looked into it, December 2020. So Donald Trump's last full month as president, we had 40,000, just over 40,000 illegal crossings, so encounters at our southern border. This past month, we had over 200,000. So that's how far we've come in a very short period of time. But I want to talk about Title 42. And this is multiple outlets are reporting this now, including us here at Newsmax. But a judge is going to temporarily block the Biden administration from ending Title 42 restrictions. It's still scheduled to be rolled back on May the 23rd. But what are you hearing about this? Do you think this will work?
Well, let me just say this. I appreciate this judge. He's certainly got a lot more sense than Mr. Mayorkas. But I am not holding my breath waiting for him to comply with this judge's order. He has ignored judicial supposed to reinstate MPP, the Remain in Mexico policy. They have foot dragged and delayed and delayed. Even after being told by the court, he issued orders to terminate the program even after the court order. The Fifth Circuit had a statement that Mayorkas' approach to protecting the border and the homeland is as, quote, unlawful as it is illogical.
Right.
And so the man has a habit of not, and so the entire border Biden administration not just on border issues, has a habit of ignoring some of the court orders that they don't like. They enforce laws they agree with and ignore laws they disagree with. And that is illegal. And this is why we wrote this letter.
Yeah, absolutely. Congressman, we know that President Biden is getting some pressure, even from Democrats, about Title 42. Do you think that perhaps he will extend it based on that pressure?
I think there's probably a good chance, because they know, and I hate to say this, but I'm not going to do these Democrats any favors, okay? For 15 months, we've seen them just defy everything that makes any sense in securing our border. They've done away with. So they are looking at a November election where they're going to have their heads handed to them, I think, by the American people, who are sick and tired of all that they're seeing, not only on the border, but the inflation, high gas prices, our foreign policy cratering, on and on. And I think that some of the Democrats that have a little bit more sense are really trying to put the pressure and saying, hey, we're going to be killed in November unless we.
The numbers keep going up and up, sir. Right now, the latest reporting that we have, at least 47 Democrats have come out against Title 42. If they haven't come outright against it, they at least think that Joe Biden should rethink rolling it back on May the 23rd. And we expect that number to continue to go up. Congressman Brian Babin, thanks so much for being on with us this morning. We appreciate it. Good to see you.
Same here, Bob. Thank you all.